Welcome to Westgate Chevrolet. Today we're taking a quick look at some of the interior and exterior features on our 2020 Chevrolet Tahoe. This Tahoe is featured with our RST package as well as our LT trim. We have our white metallic paint, rear privacy tint, alloy chrome and black rims. We also have our 5.3-liter V8 and our four-wheel drive system. Now on to the interior of the Tahoe. I'll walk you through a few of the driver's features, starting off with our door panel. We have our black soft touch leather with our black stitching above, and it transitions to our dark gray stitching down below. We also have our chrome door handle with our lock and unlock buttons just in front. We have our padded armrest, which transitions down to a close handle. Then we have our rear child locks, rear window locks, automatic power windows for front and for rear. And then we have our power mirror adjustment with joystick and power mirror fold-in. Memory seat option down below. And our Bose speaker as part of the Bose Performance Series audio system in the vehicle. Storage in the lower portion of the door card. Inside of the seat, we have our power adjustable seats and power lumbar support. Off to the left of the steering wheel now, we have our interior lighting dimmer switch, daytime running light settings, our four-wheel drive system, trailer brake. Above that, we have our pedal adjustment, our traction control, park assist, and our lane keep assist. You can see in the dash we have our speakers, our speaker tweeters I should say, off to either side of the A-pillars. And then we have our gauge cluster with screen in the middle. We can adjust what we see on that screen with the buttons on the right side of the wheel. We also have our voice commands and phone hang-up. And that screen, just the way that recording works, it's not flashing, but it appears so on the recording for whatever reason. We have our heated steering wheel option, also our front collision alert, and our cruise control. Steering wheel is wrapped in our black padded leather with our light gray stitching on the underside. Now our infotainment screen. If we go to our home page, we can see we have our audio, phone, and projection for our phone displayed, as well as our OnStar navigation settings, our text reader, and traffic. Then we have our shop. Pull up our 5-station presets as well. Now the interesting thing about this infotainment screen is if we press this little button right here, press and hold, completely folds up, revealing a storage compartment or a hidden compartment, whatever you'd use it for, USB port at the back, as well as textured rubber on the bottom to make sure whatever you put in there, be it phone, wallet, etc., is not sliding around while we're driving. Then again, just close it back up. Then we have our DVD player, or CD player just down below, and the eject button, and then more radio controls. Climate control, if we go ahead and power it on, we can see we have our current temperature displayed in degrees Celsius. Of course, it is a dual zone climate. And we also have our sync and auto options. Down below that, we have our rear climate control, which is a separate panel from the front. Again, we can control the fan speed, direction of airflow, and temperature in the back, as well as turn it on and off. If you can see there, we have our 2 heated seat options for driver and passenger, just located on the kind of side portion of the leather. Again, we have that same light gray leather running throughout the sides. We have our 12-volt charging port, 2 USB ports, and same textured rubber, so another great charging option. Then we have our 2 cup holders. Center console is finished in the same padded black leather we saw on the door card with that same gray stitching. We also have our textured rubber on the top of the center console. Inside, we have the same textured rubber on the bottom. 12-volt charging port, small storage, more small storage, as well as 2 USBs and an auxiliary input. Plenty of charging options in the vehicle, and that's just the center area. We have our front seats, which feature our black patent leather, the same gray stitching we saw in the sides, to really tie together the look of this vehicle. And I noticed I forgot to mention on the side door panels, we have our wooden trim just below the armrest. Now if we take a look at the rearview mirror, we can see we have our OnStar controls. Above that, we have our 3 garage door openers, dome lights and dome light settings, our power liftgate controls, sunroof and moonroof controls, sunglass holder, passenger holder, or sorry, not passenger holder, passenger mirror, so we can see all the passengers in the rear simply by flipping it down, making sure we don't have to turn our head and take our eyes off the road. Above that, we have our sunroof and moonroof. Back onto the exterior, we can see our blacked out Chevrolet bow tie and black grille. We can take a closer look at those black and chrome alloy rims with our blacked out Chevrolet bow tie center caps, very subtly inlaid. Then we have our Tahoe featured in black on the side, our textured rubber running boards. We also have our black mirror caps, that rear privacy tint I mentioned before. You can see in contrast to the front, which is not tinted as per law. And we have our LT badging on the side in black. Round to the back, we have Tahoe in black as well. RST badging, again another blacked out Chevrolet bow tie. And to activate this power liftgate, we have a few options. We have the rubber pad, which I'll show you under the handle. We have the key or the button on the inside on the roof, which I just showed you. We'll go ahead and press on the rubber pad underneath of the handle, and it'll pop on open. We still have a good amount of storage back here with all the seats fully reclined. But if we do wish to fold down any of the rear seats, we have all the options to do so for the bench. For the bench and the bucket seats, just off to the right side. We also have a 12-volt charging port on the side. Now on to the rear interior. We'll take a look at the passenger door panel, which is very similar to the front, with the same black patent leather, black stitching, and gray stitching. We also have the same wooden trim piece, chrome door handle, window switch, storage, and speaker down below. Back of the front seat, we have our leather magazine holder. And back of the center console, we have our rear climate controls, which we can see we have the same degrees Celsius fan speed and direction of airflow displayed on the back. We also have a 12-volt charging port, the controls, heated seats for the rear bucket seats, which I'll show you in a second, as well as our 3-prong charging port. And down below we have storage. So yeah, we have 2 bucket seats in the rear and then a 60-40 split bench in the far rear. The bucket seats are featured in the same black patent leather. We have the addition of our leather armrest, which folds down just like that. If we go down the aisle and take a look at the far rear seats, we can see the same black patent leather on the seats, as well as our gray stitching. And off to the side, we have 2 cup holders and a 12-volt charging port. Thank you for joining me for this video walk around of the 2020 Chevrolet Tahoe. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more daily Chevrolet videos, and we hope to see you in at Westgate Chevrolet sometime very soon.